What's going on, everybody? Appreciate y'all for tuning back in. Today we're going to be reviewing the Jordan Zion 3 SE.
Phone started jumping, what a day.
Starting us off, we talk about the sizing and the price. And the sizing I can recommend a lot of you guys for standard feet is to go true to size. Now, if you guys have wider feet or want a little bit of extra toe room, I would tell you guys to go up half a size, because once you guys put your foot inside the shoe, it is a little bit stiff. You know, there's a decent amount of forefoot flexion as well. But one thing I did notice, like I was saying, I did have to break it in before playing 5s or 21 or half court. So before you play your games, you guys are probably going to have to break this shoe in. But again, if you guys are standard foot like me, you guys can go your true to size. But if you want that extra bit of toe space, and if you're a wide foot, I would tell you guys to go up half a size. And the pricing for the Jordan Zion 3 SE is going to be $150, while the original pricing for the debut shoe of the Zion 3 is going to be at $140. So you guys are going to be paying $10 more. Moving on to the style of the Jordan Zion 3, I'm going to go ahead and give these a 7.5 out of 10. The colorway on this shoe is called Mud. Well, the colorway on this shoe is light bone, but the colorway name for this shoe is called Mud, and it stands for Made Uniquely Different. Looking at this shoe in hand, if a lot of you guys are fans of Off-White, then you're going to like these shoes. Me personally, that's why I went and gave it a 7.5 out of 10, because I like Off-White, but it is a chill vibe, so it's nothing too loud and vibrant on the court, but at the same time, there's nothing too dull in my opinion to where it looks pretty basic. So like I said, I think it meets pretty good inside the middle. And the different version of this SC versus the debut version is, I don't know if you guys can tell, but the strap. And the strap here does add a little bit of support, but again, I'm not going to go too in depth on that because I do have a support category. But that's really the only difference inside this shoe design wise, is that they just added the strap. But other than that, the colorway, like I said, is a pretty chill vibe colorway, Off-White. So if a lot of you guys like that, go ahead and cop this shoe. Up next, we have my favorite category, which is the cushion. I'm going to go ahead and give these an 8 out of 10. Inside the shoe, you guys are going to have a full-length Zoom Air, as well as alongside some Jordan added Formula 23. That's going to give you guys a little bit more impact force protection upon jumping and landing. It's actually going to give you guys more of a boost off of the ground. Towards that in-between game, a boost off of the ground and court feel. The cushion on foot felt pretty good, especially when you guys are doing moves to attack the basket, shooting off of the dribble, playing defense, grabbing rebounds, playing in the air, you feel me, and stuff like that. So the cushion is definitely going to be able to handle most of you guys' play style. Now, one thing I will say that I do like about this version of the cushion more than the debut Zion cushion is the debut Zion cushion, it was more court feel. It was a harder bottom, which would lead to some pain at the bottom of my foot, and it didn't have much impact force protection, like damn near at all. And that's why I think in my original video I gave these a 7.5 out of 10, just because they were doable, but they weren't as good as the SE version is. And the SE version obviously is a little bit, cost $10 more. I think they probably put in some Formula 23 that's going to give you guys that good impact force protection upon jumping and landing. So for some of you guys that are curious and want to know if you could take this shoe outside, cushion wise, I would tell y'all to not take it outside, just because I don't think it has enough impact force protection upon jumping and landing to handle asphalt, as well as it's not soft enough either, and it doesn't have that much boost off the ground. When you guys take a shoe outside, you want to have it to have exactly that, because you guys are going to be playing on asphalt. Now, inside performer, I think inside performer, this shoe is definitely going to benefit you guys, and it's going to be very solid. Some of you guys have the Jordan Zion 3, or some of you guys were thinking about getting a Jordan Zion 3. I would tell you to go ahead and get the SE version, because I think the SE version cushion is a lot better than the debut colorway. Moving on to the traction, I'm going to go ahead and give these an 8.5 out of 10. You guys are going to hear a really good amount of squeaky moving up and down and side to side. Traction pattern on the Zion 3 SE is a herringbone traction pattern, and you guys are going to get a really good amount of grip and bite moving laterally and also north to south, as well as the translucent part on this shoe is going to be pretty good as well, giving you guys a good grip and bite also. So one of the good things that I like about this traction pattern is I feel like it fits many play styles. Crafty, shifty, scorer, defender, big man, post player, whatever it is that you play in your play style, it's definitely going to give you guys that confidence. So yeah, this shoe traction pattern wise is going to fit many play styles. And ending it off with the support, I'm going to go ahead and give these an 8 out of 10. And inside the shoe, you guys are going to get a good amount of padding around the ankle bone and Achilles heel, a little bit of something inside the tongue, but not much there. One thing I will tell you guys about this shoe, once you take it out the box, it is going to be a little bit stiff, but it's not going to take you long to break in. A couple of warm-up shots, some moving around, and probably like 10 minutes before you hoop in a 5v5 or whatever it is that you're doing, you guys can go ahead and break this in, because around the sides here, it did, like I said, it did feel a little bit stiff, but once I took those warm-up shots, I was able to go ahead and break it in. Also, if you guys want a little bit more security, they do have an extra lacing hole here, so I would tell you guys to put that inside there, and it's going to give you a maximum security. And once you tie it to the tightest, this shoe is one of those shoes that it isn't going to unloosen or anything like that, so you guys are going to be pretty good in that aspect. One thing that I knew off the rip that wasn't going to make too much of a difference was this strap. And honestly, guys, no matter even if you pull it all the way like this, I didn't feel any difference in the security inside my foot. And I feel like most shoes kind of do that when they have like a strap on there. It's kind of like just, it seems like it's just for the style. Even though I know it's meant to add for extra support, I didn't really feel anything like that for the support on the strap. So if you guys feel it, you know, let me know down in the comment section. But even when I tied it to the tightest, not tied it, but pulled it to the tightest, I didn't really feel much of difference in the support. The support was good already around the ankle bone and the Achilles heel. So there's not really much needed for this strap. But overall, the support and the traction are going to go hand in hand because you're going to get the confidence traction-wise, and you're going to get that confidence and security around your ankle. And ending it off with the ranking of the Zion 3 SE, I'm going to go ahead and give these a B+. And one thing I like about this shoe, they did make some improvements from the debut colorway. In this debut colorway, they didn't have enough cushion, and in this one, they do have enough cushion. I'm talking about the impact force protection is a whole lot better than inside the debut colorway, because when I was jumping inside this, I would feel the bottom of my feet hurt because there wasn't enough impact force protection inside this shoe. While these, you do have that good amount of impact force protection. And I think they added some Jordan Formula 23 that did help to the impact force protection as well. I don't know if the debut colorway had it, but in this one, they do have it, and it feels a lot better. And the traction pattern as well in the SE is going to be a lot better than the debut colorway. And I think it's because they changed their traction pattern outsole. And this one, you guys can see, it's translucent. And the thing about translucent, it could be a hit or miss. I think a traction outsole should have a little bit of translucent, but not be in the whole base. And I think the reason why this one's a lot better is because it's rubber, and this part here, the traction pattern, is translucent, which is going to give you guys that good grip and bite. So if you guys wanted to take it outside, it could last outside, but I wouldn't tell you guys to take it outside. But just because it's not translucent, it's going to be a lot better, in my opinion, than the translucent outsole. So looking at both shoes traction wise, they literally just did a 180. This is the rubber and the translucent, while this is all translucent and this is the rubber. And I think you guys should have went with the rubber first instead of going with the translucent. But hey, regardless, you guys did it in the SE and it feels a lot better. And support is going to be pretty much even between both of the shoes. You guys are going to have the extra lacing for both shoes. That's going to give you that maximum security that you need. And you guys are also going to have a good amount of padding around the ankle bone and Achilles heel. So if you guys had to ask me which version is better, the Jordan SE version is a lot better because they did make some tweaks and improvements versus the Jordan Zion 3 debut colorway. But anyway, that's gonna go ahead and be the end of this video. As always, I appreciate y'all for tuning in, liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing my videos, and also doing my community polls. The next few videos that I'm gonna be having is gonna be my top 10 basketball sneaker rotation. So you guys are gonna be interested in that. A sneaker battle shoe comparison video that's coming up. So those are going to be the next few videos that's going to be coming after this Jordan Zion 3. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead and get us out of here. I'm going to have Chauncey send us out, and I'm going to see you on the next one.
Got anything you want to add to it, Chauncey?
What? That's your end intro?
Yeah, just the end intro.
Thank you for guys watching today's video. See you next in today's video. Bye.